copper accent isn't a color package, it's a material specification, and it signals an engineering philosophy that no other production Silverado has ever carried. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the ZRX Copper Edition exists as a separate platform, not a trim level. There's one interior decision that no performance-oriented Silverado has made at the factory level, and the real cost of ownership, it's not what the sticker suggests. We're covering the cabin, the exterior engineering, and the powertrain. This brief didn't start with a consumer in mind. Here's what stands out first, and it's not the bronze wheels, and it's not the ZR2 badge on the tailgate. It's the Alcantara dashboard. A full-surface Alcantara dash cap on a production performance truck is a weight and resonance decision, not a luxury gesture. Alcantara weighs significantly less than injection-molded plastic composites of comparable thickness. On a platform running Multimatic DSSV dampers that transmit cabin vibration more directly than standard shock absorbers, a dash material with inherent vibration damping properties reduces high-frequency cabin noise without adding acoustic insulation mass. That's an engineering solution wearing a premium material. Speculative tech number 1, an adaptive cabin resonance management system using accelerometers bonded behind the dash surface to measure panel vibration frequency in real time, then sending counterphase signals through the audio system's subwoofer array to cancel resonance peaks above 60 miles per hour. Bose uses a version of this in the Escalade. A performance truck application tuned for off-road frequencies would be a first. The material philosophy continues inside. Let's walk through it. Step inside, and the copper accent language runs completely through the cabin. Door handle surrounds, speaker grille frames, HVAC vent bezels, center console trim rail, and ZR2 embroidery on every headrest in copper thread. This is not a graphics package. Every copper-finished piece is the same physical component used on the exterior wheel finish. That material consistency across interior and exterior is a detail that costs real money to engineer correctly. The door panel tells the most complete story. Carbon fiber cap at the top, lightweight, dimensionally stable across temperature cycles. Full Alcantara midsection, reduces panel flex noise during off-road movement. Leather armrest below, contact zone durability. 3 distinct material zones in one panel, each justified by function. For anyone who's dealt with rattling interior panels on a previous ZR2 after a hard trail day, that material zoning is the engineering answer. The infotainment runs a split-screen layout, navigation left, media right, with copper-themed UI accents carrying the exterior color language into the digital layer. Speculative tech number 2, a trail mode HMI that pulls pitch, roll, remaining suspension travel per corner, and approach angle into a single driver display, updating at 10 times per second using a dedicated IMU separate from the main vehicle ECU. Ram TRX has a version. This goes further, integrating Multimatic damper position data so you see exactly where each corner sits in its travel range before a wheel unloads. Where I think they've missed the mark, the gear selector. It's a conventional column-style unit on a truck with this specification level. A purpose-built rotary or paddle-style selector would better match the cabin's premium intent. The interior makes its case clearly, but there's a backstory piece that explains why this truck was spec'd this way, and it connects to what's under the hood. Here's what I'm hearing about the origin of this brief. The Copper Edition reportedly started as an internal durability test vehicle for a high-cycle desert endurance program. The consumer truck is what survived that process. The powertrain section is where that shows up most clearly. Here's what I'm hearing. The Copper Edition reportedly started as an internal desert endurance test platform. The consumer truck is what survived that process. The powertrain section is where that shows up most clearly. Start at the rear. That tailgate spells Chevrolet in full-width raised lettering, not badging, not decals, with a copper accent strip running the full width above it. The ZR2 badge on the lower bumper is copper-finished, not chrome. Every exterior accent point uses the same PVD-coated bronze finish applied to the wheels. When a manufacturer runs one finish specification across wheels, bumper accents, badges, and tailgate trim, it signals a cohesive design brief, not an afterthought special edition. Fender flares are bolted, not bonded, accommodating the ZR2's wider track. The suspension lift runs approximately 2 inches over stock, which combined with the 33-inch mud terrain tires provides estimated ground clearance around 11 inches. The rear bumper carries integrated recovery hooks in copper finish, with a hitch receiver, functional hardware, not decorative. This design will hold up because the copper PVD coating is significantly harder than painted or anodized finishes, resistant to rock chip and UV fade, which matters on a truck actually used off-road. Design delivers the promise. The powertrain determines whether it's kept. Platform baseline, the 6.2-liter L87 V8, 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque, 10-speed automatic. In ZRX desert application, torque curve calibration targets low RPM sustained output over peak horsepower. At sustained trail speeds between 5 and 30 miles per hour, flat torque delivery from 2,000 RPM eliminates the gear hunting behavior that makes stock trucks feel uncontrolled on technical terrain. The flat torque delivery from 2,000 RPM eliminates the gear hunting behavior that makes stock trucks feel uncontrolled on technical terrain. Speculative tech number 3. Predictive torque distribution using GPS grade data to pre-select transfer case state and differential lock engagement up to 3 seconds before the terrain demands it. Standard systems react after wheel spin begins. A predictive system using known trail topography engages ahead of demand. Against a Ram TRX at 702 horsepower, for anyone who's driven one on a sustained technical trail, more power without predictive torque management often means more drama, not more control. The ZRX addresses the right problem. That's the full engineering picture. Now let's talk about whether the financial picture holds up. Now, here's what I actually think, and I want to be completely straightforward. The Desert Endurance origin isn't marketing language. It's why the copper PVD finish was chosen over paint. It's the only surface treatment that survives sustained high-speed desert abrasion without degrading. Pricing. Expect a window sticker between $72,000 and $84,000 depending on powertrain and package configuration. Context. A Ram TRX runs $82,000 to $95,000 and delivers 282 more horsepower, but no factory Alcantara interior, no cohesive material specification, and a performance character tuned for peak output rather than sustained terrain operation. A Ford F-150 Raptor R lands around $82,000 with comparable desert credentials, but no factory copper finish system, and a cabin that doesn't carry this level of interior specification at any equivalent price point. On depreciation. Limited edition special specification trucks with genuine mechanical differentiation and cohesive visual identity have historically held residual value better than standard trims. The Copper Edition's PVD finish, Alcantara interior, and ZRX mechanical package combine to create a vehicle that depreciates as a collectible, not as a used truck. If you're planning a 5-year hold, run that number before you dismiss the sticker. Here's the call. If you use your truck on serious terrain, want factory accountability for every component, and value a cabin that reflects the capability outside, this is the strongest factory integrated option in the full-size segment right now. If peak horsepower is your primary metric, the TRX gives you more power for similar money. The ZRX earns its premium through precision and coherence. At the open, I said that copper accent was a material specification. Having walked the full engineering story, it's also a durability specification. PVD over paint, desert endurance over dealer lot. For the right buyer, that distinction is worth every dollar. I genuinely like your take, especially if you've put real miles on a ZR2 or compared it against a TRX in the field. Drop it below. ZRX Copper Edition versus the Ram TRX, that's next. Subscribe if this analysis is what you're here for. See you then.